and Georgia Romero up front.
Big shot by Barbonic Plague.
Punisher Pixie with some fancy footwork. She's got the points. She is through the pack.
4 points, Rubber City, and Punisher Pixie pouring on the charm.
As Brute 60 Kicks continues to struggle in the middle of the pack.
And the jam is called by Punisher Pixie.
Excellent work on her debut jam. Punisher Pixie finding that daylight, courtesy of Barbonic Plague and Georgia Romero. That brings the score to 12 Rubber City, 6 for Little Steel, as the next jam lines up. That's going to see number X6, Mighty Mayhem, at the line as we go to the replay. Bobby, this is Punisher Pixie coming through the pack, scoring those points. She looks behind her. Big smile on that face as she knows she's through. Lead jammer for the first time ever. Bobby, you can't beat that feeling.
No, tough to beat, Mad Dog, but we'll see what happens in this jam. And a big shot right off the bat. And that was the Rubber City jammer finding the concrete there.
Mighty Mayhem on the ground. This is going to open the door for the Little Steel jammer.
Now the Little Steel jammer basically in complete control. That is number 50.
Gulina. And she is in much control of this jam, Bobby. Gulina's gonna look for the middle of the pack.
Cindinator not gonna make it easy.
And Sin City as Gulina takes a seat, courtesy of Cindinator. And Gulina taking all kinds of contact in that pack. Rubber City is relentless, but Gulina finds that daylight. She's through the pack and she calls it off.
Through the pack, calls the jam, Mad Dog. And man, she was taking a beating in there.
Excellent work. Well, this Rubber City defense is, as I said, relentless. And we're going to go to the replay once again. Here comes Gulina. You see she's going to find Cindinator. Past her on the left-hand side. Cindinator for the hit.
And a big shot there by Cindinator, and Sin City doing a great job keeping them inside, keeping Gulina inside the track.
We can see where the contact is coming from early on here for these Rubber City Renegades.
No question about it. Malpractice on the jammer line again for Little Steel, and all alone. And it looks like a late entry, Knockout Natalie coming on into the game for Little Steel.
And Malpractice is through the pack. She's going to be your lead jammer for Little Steel Derby Girls. Mighty Mayhem, number X6, is the jammer for Rubber City. She's sitting in the penalty box, awaiting her return to the track.
And with the power play going to the advantage of Little Steel, this spells nothing but trouble for Rubber City. Because
5 points for the Little Steel Derby Girls, and they are picking up some steam.
Well, Malpractice, a skilled skater, Mad Dog, showing that early. And entering the back of the pack once again.
Mighty Mayhem to the outside. She's through the pack.
Big move by Mighty Mayhem and slicing and dicing through the pack.
But that's going to call off the jam. Big detriment there for the Rubber City Renegades. A little bit of a setback. Bobby, penalties are never good in any sport, especially roller derby. You put one of your jammers who's your only scoring person on the track, that's going to create a problems, and it's going to thin out your defense big time.
Well, absolutely, and there you see right there on the replay screen, Mad Dog, Malpractice was all by herself right there, and a nice move to the inside, just barely avoiding the cutting the track penalty, but then wisely moving through the pack and calling the jam.
And now on the jammer line, number 19 for Little Steel Derby Girls, that's Brute 60 Kicks. And it's AK-47, Allison Rollerland, making her debut jam for Rubber City.
And all kinds of havoc being wreaked in the back of the pack.
And a big hit by Cindinator.
Allison Rollerland is your lead jam.
Bobby, the captain of these Rubber City Renegades, has come to play tonight. She's been dropping nothing but pain on these Little Steel Derby Girls, and has more than one time opened the door for her jammers to find some daylight.
Well, as I said in our pregame conversation, a very, very, very big skill set there in Cindinator.
Allison
she
Rollerland
absolutely can play.
Absolutely, Allison Rollerland, nice move. She takes a seat on the ground after wobbling on those skates. She's going to call off the jam. We're going to go to the whiteboard and see exactly how many points were scored. Looks like Little Steel had the advantage in that one, 4-3.
Now you'll see it here, the fall, Mad Dog. Had a great opportunity to pour on a few more points, and just looks like maybe twisted her foot a little bit, and down she went.
She got up quickly, though, but knew she was defeated in that jam. She has to call it off. Wise move by any jammer. As we're looking at number 4 for Rubber City, Jackie O'Sasson taking the jammer line for the first time ever. Tama Maniac, number 34 for Lil Steel. She takes a seat. Jackie O'Sasson right by her, looking to take control. She looks the inside. Jackie O'Sasson is the lead jammer.
And she just rode that inside line there, Mad Dog. Was able to move her body just right and get through that pack.
Bobby, you cannot give that inside track up to a jammer. They're going to take it every time, and if they find it, that's going to be big points all the time.
Absolutely, Mad Dog. I couldn't agree with you more.
Up front for the Rubber City defense, you got Hit 'em Low. Looks like Georgia Romero taking a seat. Jackie O'Sasson looking to the middle. She's going to look for help from Deadeye Hunter.
And it's looking to
Jackie O'Sasson tries the outside. She's got some contact.
And a 20-foot penalty.
Opens the door for Jackie O'Sasson, who calls the jam. Excellent work on the part of Jackie O'Sasson. Bobby, using that blocking is so important in that pack. If you know how to react to your blockers, that's points all the time.
Every time, Mad Dog, every time. Not sure I would have called the jam that particularly early, but, nice job there by getting the points and getting out of there.
And Captain Cindinator, who has emerged as a heavy hitter in this bout. Number 114 for the Rubber City Renegades up against number 19, Brute 60 Kicks. The jammers take off. It is Cindinator to the outside. Pumping those arms, and she is around. Lead jammer is Cindinator.
Cindinator showing all kinds of skills so far, Mad Dog. She came to play.
That's right. And the fans in this arena better let her know. Folks, get on your feet and make some noise. It's Cindinator with the points. Another five for Cindinator.
And Mad Dog, that inside track was wide open, and we just got done saying, you leave that inside track open, they're going to take it all day long, and it was wide open. You could have driven a truck through that thing.
Absolutely. Cindinator's going to take advantage of that all day long, and she's going to look for help from Painful Grace and MC Hammer. She gets through, scores the points, calls the jam. Cindinator, captain, Rubber City Renegades, and her bench is going to let her know it.
Oh, nice job there by Cindinator, and this place is going crazy. Right here is where the lead's taking over, Mad Dog. You see Cindinator coming around the outside, wide open, nothing doing, and man, she just turned on the jets.
And a perfect combination of size and speed in Cindinator. She can really pour it on. If you give her an open alleyway, man, she is going to bust through that every time. 29-24 advantage, Rubber City Renegades. As we see number 3, Punisher Pixie, taking the jammer line. Might have gotten a bit of a quick start there, Bobby.
A little bit of a false start there, Mad Dog, but no harm, no foul.
Well, if the referee saw it, this could be a cause for Punisher Pixie not to be able to get the lead jammer status. Of course, now we see the Little Steel jammer has gotten that. That is going to be number 50. That's Gulina.
And Gulina has shown some pretty good stuff tonight, Mad Dog. She's shown she can skate.
And it's going to be up to Sin City, Saucy Minx, and Hit 'em Low in the pack. It's up to that defense as Saucy Minx takes a seat. Gulina has nothing but blocking, and she takes advantage through the pack, calls the jam. Gulina picking up a few more points for this Little Steel offense.
Well, a nice job there by Steel City, and great communication among the team to know when you have the points, to know when you're going to call the jam, and to get out of there with points in hand.
Only a 2-point advantage for the Rubber City Renegades, this Rubber City Roller Girls B squad, as we see Jackie O'Sasson taking the jammer line. Bobby, if you're Amy Animal, do you just continue doing what you've been doing, or do you make any changes?
Well, thus far, I think the game plan's been pretty good, Mad Dog, but I think the importance here is keeping fresh jammers out there.
Jammer deep has always been a Rubber City philosophy. I'll have to say defense is key a lot of times in these situations. You got to keep those packs tight. You have to keep control. I think both of those mixed together are going to create a lot of good things for Rubber City. This time, however, you see Malpractice, number NC-17. She's taking advantage as the lead jammer.
Oh, but take nothing away from Jackie O'Sasson. She got through there just the same. And she is nipping at the heels there a little bit.
And Mighty Mayhem putting on some contact in the front of the pack. Now it's going to be Barbonic Plague on the outside. Jackie O'Sasson through the pack, as is Malpractice.
And the pack's going to slow down just a little bit.
And with a skilled pack blocker like Barbonic Plague, Bobby, that's a definite advantage to have in your pack. And Malpractice going to slow up the efforts of Jackie Osasek, calling off the jam.
Well, all in all, not a terrible jam, Mad Dog. I mean, this team definitely out here, putting together the hard work and keeping things together. The key right now, I think, is just keep those packs slow. Keep them tight. They got to stick together on that. You get too wide around those turns, and your jammer's going to cut you up all day long.
Yeah, you got that right. Bobby, I should take this opportunity to tell everybody about what's coming up at halftime. There's a 10-minute break at the intermission of this particular bout. First bout is going to be TV trivia for the kids, so everybody wants to catch that. As we see the Rubber City Jammer making her way through, that is Deadeye Hunter, number 682.
And she is up against KO, Knockout Natalie from Lil Steel.
But it is Deadeye Hunter in control, and now it's up to Georgia Romero and MC Hammer in the pack. They provide the necessary blocking, and it is Deadeye Hunter in control.
Deadeye Hunter has got it going on right now, Mad Dog. Rolling around this track.
Knockout Natalie making the chase, but it's Deadeye Hunter all day long. If Allison Rollerland, MC Hammer, and Georgia Romero can create that daylight, Deadeye Hunter's going to take advantage, and she does. She calls off the jam.
Well, a nice job there by Deadeye Hunter calling off the jam, knowing when she had the points and knowing what she had to do. But for some reason, this jam has not been called off.
Well, I thought I saw Deadeye Hunter.
I know I saw.
As we go to the scoreboard, looks like a 34-32 advantage, but that could change after the confusion is figured out. You see captain of the Renegade Syndinator out there talking to head ref Frank Necrosis. They're trying to figure some things out, Bobby, and like I was getting to earlier, this could be a good opportunity to talk about the halftime event. It's going to be TV trivia for kids, so so young folks, make sure you get out there at the intermission of this bout. If you know anything about watching TV, and a lot of kids do, you want to test your knowledge at the TV trivia at intermission.
Well, that'll be cool for the kids, Mad Dog. At the end of the day, this is what it's all about.
Oh, certainly, and the young folks love this, and as well as the adults. It's great for all ages.
Well, it looks like they got things kind of squared up a little bit out there in the middle of the rink there, and we're just waiting on the Little Steel team to get out there, and we can start jamming again.
And a 40-39 advantage. Lil Steel has taken over the lead. Amy Animal's going to put the captain, Syndinator, to work up against Malpractice, number NC-17 for Lil Steel. Syndinator, Bobby, has been nothing but pure effective tonight in this bout.
Well, she has definitely shows she's got the skill, Mad Dog. She's got what it takes. Certainly a great choice for captain of this squad, and she has really taken the reins of this squad and decided to turn it on.
She has one bout's worth of experience when the Rubber City Roller Girls traveled down to Columbus to meet up with the Ohio Roller Girls. This is really Syndinator's second bout ever, and she is coming out like a seasoned pro.
Well, I'm telling you, Mad Dog, the skill set in Syndinator just speaks for itself, and there she is, your lead jammer.
Syndinator, number 114, Rubber City. It's going to be Malpractice giving chase as Barbonic Plague re-enters the action. Number D20 may be hazardous, and Punisher Pixie out there on the blocking. Painful Grace as well. Syndinator on the outside. She's got the 4 big points. And she's going to call this jam off. Syndinator regaining the lead for Rubber City. And I think that Rubber City has found their go-to player.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. Syndinator called off the jam, but with the absence of whistles, the jam was still going on, Mad Dog. There was still bodies banging around and everything out there.
Well, and as we go to the replay, Bobby, we're going to see Syndinator coming through the pack here. What more can you say that hasn't already been said? Syndinator just tearing things up on this concrete track tonight.
Just doing a great job out here on the concrete, Mad Dog. Calling off the jam, knowing she had the points. Great job by the captain, Syndinator.
And self-awareness and awareness of your surroundings as a jammer is big-time important in the sport of roller derby, because not only do you have to understand that you just scored points, but you also have to know where the other jammer is in relation to how many points they're about to score. So
absolutely. And that's where team communication comes in. And that's where your bench comes in, talking to you from the bench, out on the floor. You need to know what's going on out there, and that's a good thing.
Certainly, bench coach Slap, Crack, and Popper, a former player of the AK Rowdy Rollers, the 18 for the Rubber City Roller Girls. She's definitely